Hey, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to say, first of all, sorry if this looks really dark and pixelated. I've got my ring light there, but yeah, my lamp broke and I'm really tired and I've got really shit hay fever right now. So yeah, good start. Anyway, here's my take. Happiness is perspective. Happiness is what you make from within. It is not a conscious objective. Those are the three things I'm going to say. Everything that makes us happy is already in front of us. Everywhere. Everything is spread across the board. Even the simplest things such as just looking outside and seeing things and just embracing what's around you. Just feeling it. Just feeling things. Just having that little bit extra grace and being a bit more grateful for what you're currently experiencing in the moment. Stimulating your own senses, literally just focusing on each sense. Let's put it this way. You have the foundation to get somewhere. You have the mind. You have the heart. You have the eyes. You have the feet. You have the hands. If you have a full body, a full mind, if you are physically healthy, you are in an incredible spot already. And let's bear in mind as well, what must be hard for so many people is the fact that they don't have this, yet they can still find happiness. Some people are blind, yet they can achieve it. And you ask yourself why? Because of their mindset. Having a good or bad day, having a good or bad life, so to speak, is all entirely a mindset. Let's say, for example, you had an awful experience when you were younger, and you convinced yourself for many years that you could never be happy because of it. Let's say you enter therapy, you talk about it, you address things, you address wounds that you bury deep down, and you find out that it was never ever your fault. That is one step closer from the biggest perspective change of your entire life, if you were in that scenario, for example. And that's a huge point. But even things like that, when you feel helpless, and when you feel like it's almost inconceivable to achieve any sort of happiness, remember, it's genuinely a perspective change away, and it might even be closer than you think, but in some instances it's close but so far. So it takes searching within yourself to find. Just to summarize that point, it all comes from within. Regardless of things that happen outside as well, that influence it, that can change it in the short run. If you're able to change your perspective, you're a winner for life. All it takes is to just jump. Take that risk. Do that thing you put off for days, maybe weeks, maybe months, maybe even years. I've been there, don't worry. A lot of this applies to me as well. More leaps we take, without fear and just knowing that you can't lose. More space you'll be in to see what's around you and to see ultimately what's for you. It's all before your eyes. You just have to jump to see it. And then once you see it, you're a winner. And then once you change your perspective and see those things when you're in that space, it's very, very, very difficult to look back. It's a revelation. I hope all of you find it, just as I hope I find it as well. Never chase happiness. When you think of the idea of happiness, this is actually coming from a subjective experience of mine as well. I spent years chasing this. I spent years trying to figure out how to be happy, reading books, albeit all good intentions, reading books, going outside, trying new hobbies, being with friends all the time, speaking to women, all these things that I thought would help, and they did in the short run, because I was focusing so hard on trying to make myself feel good from those things. Ironically, it almost every single time does the exact opposite, because we're chasing it too hard. Think of it this way. Happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase happiness, the more it eludes you, but when you ignore it, when you don't chase it, and don't treat it like it's some conscious objective, it might just sit on your shoulder and be there for a bit. And that is the best thing I think I've ever learned about happiness. And this, just to make that point even stronger, correlates with the flow state. Flow is something you can't chase, because flow is essentially the brain just in switch off mode. Trying to achieve flow state is like trying to put a fire out with alcohol. You cannot try and chase these things to retain them. They have to sit gently on your shoulder when you least expect them to, And you have to be in the moment and just enjoy your own company. And just stop thinking too much and just have more fun, really. Switching off your brain doesn't happen through trying to switch off your brain. Let's put it that way. Once you're in that state, you won't even know it, because when you do think about it, it goes. We're just experiencing and truly and genuinely appreciating life for what it is. And that's such a beautiful way to be. And no wonder, right? Everyone wants to be that way, so chases it more. It's a loophole, man. And I guess that's why a lot of people are unhappy nowadays. Just to add my own experience, you know, a lot of this applies to me, which is why I'm making a video on it, because it's relevant to me, and I think it's such a relevant thing to talk about. And hopefully you watching at home can resonate, and I hope you know that you're closer than you think. Just breathe and slow down. I promise you've got this. I read something that was really interesting about feeling positive sensations and happiness, and it says, when you feel positive sensations arise, just breathe into them. Expand them inward with your inhalation and outward with your exhalation. Follow the feel-good sensations with your awareness. Imagine you're riding on top of them, taking you on a sensory journey. Ride them until you become these feelings, and ride them until there's no you anymore. No thoughts. No thoughts about, oh, am I happy or not? You're just experiencing pure bliss and raw emotion and feeling, and it's just life force expanding through your core, and that is the journey back home to yourself. And I just wanted to share my overview on happiness today, and I hope you resonated, and I hope you can get there. And yeah, that's about it. And yeah, I mean, I hope you can see from my perspective, and I hope maybe you took something away from this video. I hope you agreed, and I hope people also disagreed. That's the entire point, man. Take care.